What up, guys? Sunny here. I know it's been a long time, and this isn't really the video that I was planning on coming back with, but here we are. So, I made a Group Iron Man account back in November when Group Iron Man came out, and I was planning this whole, kind of basically, go through a bunch of the grinding and then get to a point where I could start making kind of a fun series out of it. And, I kind of got stuck somewhere. Most of you know I had the Group Iron Man, or not the Group Iron Man, the Hardcore Iron Man account. And I was kind of making some videos on that, but one thing that was always super annoying on that account was trying to go through and farm energy, constantly. You get a couple hours of combat, and then you're farming energy so you can keep up with all your perks and stuff. But Jagex came out with this really cool item called the Memory Dowser. Basically, you go and you can farm a crap ton of energies from all the different springs, and it's just like a quality of life for Iron Man, in my opinion, that would make it more playable and worth going after. And it was only a 1 in 500 drop rate from the skilling boss. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna go do the skilling boss, get the Memory Dowser, and maybe get some levels along the way. Which definitely happened, but after the first, couple hundred kills or so, this boss gets really boring. Yeah, it's good XP. The loot's okay, which I will show you here in a second. We'll kind of go over the loot and all. But yeah, basically, I ended up getting all the drops here. I got 2 of the prayer codexes. I got 2 of the rune crafting things, which I'm not even sure what that really does yet. Haven't looked into it. And I got 2 of the scriptures, which are really good because you kind of get they're kind of get like souls that spawn while you're training skills that give you XP in the skill that you're training. So that's super useful as well. And now that it's over with and I've finished getting the Memory Dowser, obviously, I'm super happy with the loot that I have. But I gotta talk to you guys about how long this took. So for me, it took anywhere from 3 minutes to 4 minutes a kill, which doesn't sound like a lot, but also it took me almost 2,000 kills to get that one drop. And I know that, it's kind of an expensive item, super useful, so, it should be kind of rare to get. But for somebody that has a full-time job and wants to just get one of the many, many items needed to kind of make the game super playable, yeah, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Going over 200 hours for one item and just not getting it does not feel good, especially when you're getting off of long work weeks and spending your weekend doing a very boring skilling boss for hours and hours. This experience made me think that this game kind of needs some sort of bad luck mitigation, like they have at Zami, but for all aspects of the game. I mean, a lot of us can at least agree that Jagex is not the best at coming up with drop tables, at least on the RuneScape 3 side of things. And drop rates, it just seems like they kind of throw a number out. But before I got into this, I was like, you know what, 500? Alright, whatever, I'll just go do 512. And then I got to 512 and I didn't get it. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I got to 500. I kind of have to go until I get it. And that's what I did. And honestly, I was getting so demotivated. And I was at a point to where I felt like I wanted to quit the game. I was like, what am I doing? I'm spending my weekends doing this skilling boss that's not AFK. It's super boring after the first couple of hours. But, I mean, on the other side of that, now that I'm done, now that I have the loot tab that I have from this boss, I've gotten all the levels. I mean, I went from 91 divination to 22.5 mil divination. I went from 81 agility to almost 95 agility. And agility sucks, so that's nice. I got 93 to 96 construction. I got a few crafting levels. I went to 104 mining from 99, I think it was. So I got a lot of XP in certain skills, which is great. And I also have a lot of crafting supplies and a lot of money. So those things are great. And now I have the memory. Alright, so now that I'm done crying, let's go ahead and get to the positive thing. Let's go take a look at the loot that I got from almost 2,000 Gates of Elindis. And also, this video is going to serve as an introduction to my Group Iron Man account. I was always struggling with how am I going to introduce this account. Like, I'm already getting, you know, towards end game stuff. How am I going to be like, hey guys, this is my maxed account? But this is, you know, what a great way to introduce it. So let's get into it. So, as you can see, I've been putting the beautiful memory dowser to work. 294k energy so far. Yeah. But let's go to the bank and I'll show you guys what we got from our little journey here as far as the loot goes. So I'll scroll over and here we are. So, now there is one Runic Attuner missing, and one Eclipse Soul Codex missing, and one Scripture missing, because, well, I gave a Runic Attuner to one of my Group Iron Man members, and I used one of the Eclipse Soul Prayer Codexes, and I gave Scripture of Elindis to one of my useful members as well, because those are, well, there's only one other useful person. So yeah. 1,587 pages, only 27 uncut moonstone, 72 onyxes, but that's not all from loot chests. Some of it's from the onyx dust that I've been like turning into onyxes. Almost 10,000 uncut diamonds, 2,400 crystal keys, 50,000 nature runes, 71k chaos, 26k soul, and then all these alchables. I am an Iron Man, so I can't like GE price everything, so you'd probably have to do that, figure that out yourself just by looking at it and calculating how much this would be worth. But I mean, like, this huge blunt rune salvage, I got almost 2,000 of that, and they alch at 40k a piece, so I'm gonna have a pretty pile of cash. And, you know, all this stuff will be probably in my next video that you'll see, because I'm going to have to alch all this. And so what, 17 plus 5? Oh, my God. 22, over 22k blue dragon hides. That's going to be a nice crafting experience. 18k Mortmire fungus. 122k luminous energy. Now, there was probably a little more luminous energy, but I think I used some for, like, some porters or something. I don't know, like right when I started, and probably not too many missing. 700 super energies. I got some of that moonstone dust to use these latent offerings. Basically, I can either get like 10% XP and additional XP in crafting or fletching with this stuff. So nothing too huge, but I'm sure I will use them to help boost that experience a little bit. Almost 5,000 papaya fruit, which is, you know, it is what it is. 6.6k battle staffs. I have quite a bit of powered orbs from Abyssal Demons, so that's all going to be crafting XP. Battle staffs for either alchemy or disassembly, and then I got, you know, useless seeds. I think. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to farm them anyways because Jagex has been doing this thing where they're going around and removing all the seeds from all the drop tables. But then making it to where you need like fucking 100 seeds to do a farm run. So 1,000 per renewal 2s, 46,000 cannonballs, 11,000 catalytic anima stone. I'm not even really sure what those do yet, but hopefully they're useful. And 2,000 medium plated rune salvage. So that's the loot, man. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool, I guess. Normally videos would tell you how much that's worth, and all I'm gonna say is I got the memory dowser, which is priceless, and all that other shit is just nice to have. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Next video is going to be the actual first video of my this account. The introduction to the Group Iron Man is done now that I've done this weird ass video. So the next video will just kind of be where I'm at in the journey and what I'm working on. And thanks for checking it out, guys. Take care.